All right, so we're going to talk compression. And as you can see, especially on this top track, that you have some waves that are really short, some waves that are really tall. They're quiet, they're loud. On this bottom track, they're quiet. There's some really loud peaks here, but they're definitely not the same decibel level. So the first thing that you're going to want to do in Audacity is you're going to want to play it back. You're going to want to look at your decibel levels here and find out where, not this blue level, not where the high spot is, but where this other mark is, where the green mark is. And you're going to want to find an average of the low spots, because you essentially want to find out where the middle is, the middle ground is. You don't want to be cutting off some of these low spots, or when you do the compression, you're going to be cutting off the high spots, but you don't want to make it so low that you're cutting off all of this. You want to save as much of the audio as possible. So that's what's important about listening to it, or at least looking over it and looking at the decibel level and finding out where that median area is. All right, and then once you have that figured out, you highlight it, come up here to your effect, to your compressor. And I've already figured out that this level is at -14, so that's my threshold. That's basically what the threshold is your baseline of where you want the compressor to go down to. The noise floor is going to talk about your background noise. Now, your background noises could be like a fan or anything else that you have going on in the background, which hopefully you're able to get rid of in noise removal. But if you were not able to get rid of all of those pesky little background noises, you don't want to amplify those noises when you do make that louder. So you want to make sure that you have it set to, say, like a -40, which is pretty much industry standards, and that will keep those background noises in the background. The ratio is how much compression you are going to have. Now, when you compress something, you are literally taking it and making it smaller. You're squishing it. So this is going to squish at a 3-to-1 ratio. So let's say you want to squish something at a 2-to-1 ratio. You're going, for every 8 decibels you go up, you're going to squish it down by 4 decibels. Okay, so it's pretty easy, 2-to-1 ratio there. So this one I have set to 3-to-1 ratio. So for every 6 decibels over this -14 that I go up, it's going to reduce by 2 decibels because I have it at that 3-to-1 ratio. So it does a little bit of math. The attack time is how fast the compressor kicks on. So I have it set to 0.20 seconds. Again, that's pretty much industry standards. Depending on the person, I have set it a little bit lower. There was one client I set it to 0.17 seconds. It just worked out for them. Play with it, see what works for you. Depending on how fast or how slow you need it to attack, you may need to adjust that. The release time talks about how fast it lets go of the compressor. You don't want it to release if someone's taking a long breath or a long pause. So a full second is typically something that's going to work for you. I leave this makeup gain for 0 dB after compressing unchecked. I like to set my own normalization for LUFS and things like that after the fact. You can check this and it will auto amplify, which is totally cool. Compress based on peaks gets a little bit more complicated. This changes the way the compressor works based on the upbeat rather than the downbeat, so just leave it unchecked. Now, like I said, this, if you go ahead and check it, it will auto amplify, which you're totally okay to do. And as you can see, it made it a little bit louder. But if you go in and unclick that and apply the compressor again without it, you'll see everything's a little bit smaller. You'll see it has reduced those tall peaks, so everything's smaller. I like to do it this way. That way I can go in and normalize everything to LUFS standards, to my -2 decibels, and it works for me. You play with it, find out what works for you.